Boys and girls, it has finally happened. The channel has hit 100 subscribers. Yippee!
Hooray!
I know that 100 is not a lot in the grand scheme of things. Hell, on YouTube these days, 100 subscribers is barely even an achievement. What do I even get from this? I think I get a custom URL. I get bragging rights. My gaming channel hit 100 subscribers. I thought about what I was gonna do for 100 subscribers because it felt kind of weird to just skip over it. Thought about making a community post for the first time ever, but I didn't do that because I'm still scared to use that. And I just did a best of, like, the video before my last one, so I can't do that again. And I didn't want to spend a whole video talking about myself and how great I am, because I feel like I do that enough. So I'm gonna do something different, aka steal an idea from Smitty, but what else is new? I'm gonna take this moment and use it to give proper thanks and credit to the people who actually deserve it. So, without wasting any more time, here's my 100 subscriber special. Hooray! Yippee! The first person I want to talk about should be no surprise, considering he was the first collab I had on YouTube, and he's been my friend the longest. I guess that's a bit more important. And that's Jake, aka wolfyy. I don't know. Dude changes his channel name more than I do, but I think this one's here to stay. Fun fact, Jake was my original inspiration to start making videos. I remember clear as day, back in English class, 10th grade, this is back in 2014, because I'm really old now. He just told me that he makes YouTube videos, and when I went to his channel, he had like 150 subscribers, and it blew my mind. I thought, holy fuck, my friend is famous. And since that day, this is all I've really wanted to do, and Jake told me to go for it. I don't know if he believed in me, but he told me to go for it, and I did. And now I've reached the point he was at back then on 2 different channels, which is crazy to think about. He's also the only friend that supports my Minecraft addiction. Whenever we have a Minecraft server for our friend group, Jake and I are the only ones that play on it. Depressing? Sure. But also slightly wholesome, I'd like to think. Jake is just one of those friends that you feel like you can talk to about anything, even if it's been a long time since you last spoke. Prime example, I've talked about this with him a few times, but I don't think I've ever told the full story. Jake was the first person that I came out to. We were walking to some remedial class we had to take because we're stupid. I don't remember exactly how confident I sounded when I told him. I know I told him in a joking way, but he was essentially my test run. That sounds messed up. He was my I'll see how this goes if I tell him, person, scapegoat, whatever. And Jake had a positive response to it, as much as a 14-year-old can be positive. But I don't think I've ever told him that if he had reacted negatively, I wasn't going to tell anyone else. At least not at that point. So basically, Jake passes the vibe check. That's the main takeaway here. Jake, you've had to listen to me talk about wanting to be a YouTuber since 2014, and even though it has been nearly 10 years of working with little to no success, he says during his 100 subscriber special, you've never told me to stop, or quit, or give up, for some reason, and I very much appreciate that. You've always lent an ear to listen or a shoulder to cry on, and I hope you know that I will always be here to return the favor. Next person that I want to talk about is a no-brainer, and that's Zach. Zach is the #1 reason that I am still making videos right now. This dude has seriously been the life raft keeping my channels afloat for the past 6 years. Back in 2017, I casually messaged him something like, hey, can you draw me some character stills to use for a video? And you know what? He did. 0 questions asked. And then he did it again, and again. And again, all without me asking, and without asking for anything in return. This man has drawn over 1,000 wolves for me, and I have not repaid him at all. And not only did he make all of those furry rant avatars for me, he's also made countless thumbnails for me. Basically, if one of my thumbnails looks good, Zach made it. I have single-handedly given Zach's art degree a purpose. And then on top of all of that, This dude watches every single video that I make on every channel. The only other person who does that, I think, is me, and I barely pay attention. He's literally the reason I am not still making Minecraft videos. Ignoring that weird time in 2020. Listen, the pandemic hit us all differently. Zach, you're incredibly talented and funny, and you've always been in my corner, even when I absolutely did not deserve it. And I can't tell you how much that means to me. And moving from one idiot to another, it's Nick's turn. Nick is the only person that can match my energy of just absolute chaos. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm pretty confident there was a time when Nick absolutely hated me. Jake, Nick, and I were in a study hall together in 9th grade, and we made his life a living hell that period. We would throw his binders, rip up papers, and then throw the shredded remains at him. Just awful teenage boy things. And that's just one example. I could list so many times we were just awful to him, almost always for no reason. And I don't know how or why he put up with it, but I can confidently say that if I were in his position, I would have 100% killed myself. Happy 100 subscribers. Anyway, these days Nick is the main one to plan things for our friend group. Besides me. The Niagara Falls trip only happened because Nick forced us to plan a time to go. Nick, you have miraculously kept this friend group alive post-COVID. And Nick is a special case in that he actually gives me proper feedback on videos and criticism, rather than just saying, this video was great. While I do love having support from my friends, living in an echo chamber of people constantly telling you that everything you make is good can be terrible. So Nick, thanks for telling me when my content is shit. You're great, even though you're racist. And on the complete opposite end of that is Ryan. I straight up do not remember how Ryan and I became friends. Like, I know we were friends in 8th grade, but it feels like he's just always been there. Ryan is basically the moral support of the friend group. He was willing to put up with Skywars for a video. Back in high school, I used to just make him give me rides home. He could have said no. He could have just left me at school, made me walk home or some shit. But he didn't. The man bought me Among Us. Do I really need any more proof than that? When my computer broke, back in like early 2018, this dude lent me his laptop to use, asking nothing in return, for like a month, to make videos, for my like 200 subscriber YouTube channel. I'm pretty sure, I might be wrong, but I think I made the random thoughts video on that laptop, which was my first video to like blow up. That video still gets views, somehow. Also, I have no idea how the hell to describe our relationship. It's like constant bro fucking. I don't know. He talks all this shit, but won't even kiss me. I see how it is. And him and I are the only ones that don't want to show our faces online, so when I was editing the vlog, it took like 3 extra days just censoring his face. Anyway, moral support. I remember very clearly Ryan telling me that if I ever get a fursuit, he would 100% cuddle with me in it. I don't know if he wants that information on the internet, but what is he gonna do? Ryan, you're amazing, and I'm glad you put up with all of my just constant throwing myself at you. But it's all a bit. Maybe. Unless. This time, Ryan, you're the good boy. Alright, it's time to talk about Hunter. Hunter is automatically one of my favorite people for a very simple reason. The dude draws so much art of my persona, almost none of which I can show. It's so nice to have another supposed furry in the group, because if there's one thing that the internet has to learn, it's that furries are stronger in numbers. Apes together strong. This man single-handedly made me want to get back into art and drawing. And by that I mean I practiced for like 8 months and haven't drawn anything since like June of last year. Just as an example, I messaged him and asked if he could draw something for me, and he made it in like an hour, for free, after working a full shift at his job. And the art that I asked him to make is the thumbnail. Look how adorable he is. How can you not love him? Hunter, you are insanely talented, and I love seeing any and all art that you draw of Gray, and you'll always be able to say, You drew the first porn of him. Moving on to the next person, it's Shane. Shane is literally the nicest person I have ever met. In the 10 years that I have known him. Yeah, we've been friends for 10 years. How's that feel? That goes for all of you. I have heard Shane swear twice. Once was back in high school, and I don't remember the context, but the other was in 2017, so 6 years ago. I got dragged into a Discord call with Nick and Shane, and for some reason, Nick was telling Shane to swear, and he did.
Hey Shane, you know what you gotta do?
I ulted and I got booped off.
No. Hey Shane, you know what you gotta do?
Safe.
Yes. Yeah. Oh shit! Oh! Paul! Did you hear it?
You know, I'm pretty sure it's illegal to record a conversation without everyone's consent in my state, but you know what? Shane is so nice he's not gonna sue me for it, and I'm sure the statute of limitations has run out by now. Shane is basically that friend that doesn't really say that much, but when he does, it's always hilarious. And since he doesn't swear, he has to get creative with his insults. I've heard this man call someone an infertile freak show. I don't remember what the conversation was, but goddamn, how do you even think of something like that? Shane, you're awesome, and I'm glad you're my friend. Also, sorry for uploading you swearing that one time. Coming completely out of nowhere, now we're gonna talk about Brad. If there's one good thing Overwatch 2 has done, it's bring Brad back into the friend group. And I am so fucking glad. Our friend group has basically been the exact same since we graduated high school. If anything, it's only gotten smaller over the past 6 years. We have this unspoken rule that nobody can leave the friend group and nobody can join. And that rule has only really been broken twice with Brad and Hunter. But Hunter, we already went over you had your time. Brad just kinda showed back up in our lives, and I have no idea how or why, but he's a staple in Boys Club now. And I don't know if you two listened just now, but you can never leave. Brad probably has the best laugh in the friend group.
I just have a very sneaky suspicion because he was like chuckling under his breath.
Yeah, because I heard someone fail their fucking card swipe.
I heard that.
That was me.
Only competitor being whatever the hell my laugh was back in 2017.
What is that noise?
He's also the only one that can actually drag us all together to play games. Ryan tried that for years, with minimal success, but Brad somehow does it, even if it's Overwatch. Brad, you are an absolute treasure, a great friend, and the best hype man I could ask for. But I fucking hate you for getting me into Overwatch. Getting close to the end now, it's Jarvis's turn. If you know nothing about me, this one might come out of nowhere, but I've actually known Jarvis for a long time. I met him in 2014, and he was really the only friend that I had that was also into content creation, YouTube, whatever. We were in a group channel together back in 2017 called Super Fun Squad, and despite existing for about 7 months, the group of 5 people made a total of 0 videos. I've literally watched Jarvis grow up. I've seen this dude go from a squeaker-voiced kid making Minecraft videos to being partnered on Twitch, averaging hundreds of viewers every stream, being friends with fucking Summit1G. Even back during the Minecraft days, the dude was friends with Yo Mama's Minecraft, or Aerial Plays. A dude who had 100,000 subscribers, was collabing with some of the biggest names in the OG Minecraft community. How? How did he know him? Jarvis got partnered with Doritos. I can't even think of something to add to that one. Jarvis, I am so proud of how far you've come, man, and believe me, you're only getting started. And don't worry, dude, I'm sure Super Fun Squad will get started up soon. And last but not least, let's talk about Kyle Nordy, aka my literal brother. I don't think I've ever mentioned it in a video before, but my brother also makes videos, and he's more consistent than me. He's been doing this for over 10 years, and I don't think I can describe just how much it inspired me when I was like 12, 13 years old, seeing someone that I know, that I'm related to, make YouTube videos and grow an audience. It blew my mind when I was younger. And somehow, we've ended up making very similar content with movie and TV show reviews. Maybe there was something in the water in our house growing up, because Kyle, you're a massive inspiration, and thanks for putting up with me when I was younger. Actually, you know what? That goes for all of you. I don't know how you did it, but you put up with teenage me? Fucking how. Also, thanks for taking the pressure of explaining making YouTube videos to our parents off my shoulders. I don't know how I would have done that. Also, sorry that Dad calls you to talk about every single one of your videos. I hope to God that never happens to me. And I think that just about covers it. I know there are a lot of other people that I wasn't able to mention, but come on, look at how long this video is already. This was supposed to be an easy upload for me, and I know I kind of brushed it off at the start, but 100 subscribers is kind of wild to think about. It's kind of underwhelming when you see that my main channel has, nearly 8 times that. I know that my content has changed a lot, multiple times. At the start, I was just doing gameplay commentaries without really adding much, and then I actually started putting effort into the videos, however minimal it may be, and now I'm doing the generic group of friends, play games, funny moments. But your content should evolve, and this is what I like making now. In a year, I may be making something completely different, and look back on this era thinking, why did I think those videos were good? I guess I haven't really said a proper thank you yet, so thanks for 100 subscribers. Thanks for watching whatever bullshit I put out. I'm gonna save all the sentimental shit for when, God forbid, this channel reaches 1,000 subscribers. And who knows, maybe this channel will reach 1,000 before the main channel does. Comparing the upload schedules, I wouldn't be surprised.